Today we will focus on the poem. From I explain a few things. From I explain a few things. This poem is actually written by Pablo Neruda. This poem is actually the delineation or significance of the country Spain. Okay, it's describing the situation and the circumstances of the country Spain. You know, this poem is actually here. The point actually he wants to convey. He wants to just portray the sentences with the conditions and circumstances that were prevailing in Spain in the civil war. It's actually a civil war that was there. The stage of civil war that was in Spain, and the conditions and the circumstances, or I should say the situation that were prevailing, and how the poet is just delineating and just portraying the situation, same situation in the particular sentences, okay, of this poem. Dear students, the poem from I explain a few things. The poet here actually he just first of all in the first sentence he talks about the poetess. The poetess namely Federico Garcia Lorca, okay, and Rafael Albert. These two poetess. These were the poetess of Spain. These were the poetess who were the nominated poetess and most familiar poetess. Okay, but unfortunately, during the civil war, these two poets were killed. These poets were killed. What here? Poet wants to. What this poet, namely Pablo Neruda, wants to convey? He just saying that this war, this civil war, has actually it has discarded and it has ruined the country, the people, the beauty of the particular country, the nature, the natural beauty that was actually in the Spain, and it was all discarded, it was all ruined and exploited by this civil war. You know, civil war is a kind of war that is between their own people in the country. People are just, their own people are fighting each other. You know, and as when we talk about, or once we have the idea about a war and civil war, it's really what I mean to say dangerous kind of situations and circumstances, and these conditions are prevailing ones. There is the civil war, and obviously this civil war it has exploited, and it has exploited the particular country, and the consequences are very bad, and it has actually influenced and inculcated other perspective, other sections, other units and other elements of that very particular country. Not in the perspective of only the people who got just killed, the kind of development, the kind of progress, the kind of what I mean to say, the decorate the country and to just to portray the beauty and to explain the beauty, or what I mean to say, control the country, put the country in a particular discipline or order. All the norms that were prevailing, it got totally disturbed. Okay, so different perspectives were influenced because of this war, because it was very dangerous war, and it was just awful war that has been havoc to the people at a particular period of time. So in this poem, this Pablo Neruda is saying that this Federico Garcia Lorca and Rafael Albert, these were killed. These were the two nominated poets and familiar poets of the particular country, and these were killed. Okay, so the poet, he was living in Madrid. He was residing in Madrid. Madrid is actually the capital of Spain. Okay, is actually the capital of Spain. Okay, here he just describes, delineates this country, and and the situation of the country through different words, or we can say that through different these perceptions. And the symbols he is just mentioning or describing in the poem like jackals, bandits, stoners, vipers, fire, blood, and bullets. Okay, okay. He is just comparing the people with jackals. Jackal is a breed of dog, as you know. Okay, simply he is talking of bandits. He is talking the symbol like bandits. Bandits actually is the robbers. Obviously, such kind of words are these words are obviously they are describing, or what I mean to say is they are explaining the situation, the drastic situation that were prevailing in the civil war. And stones were pelted. Okay, similarly fire well was there. Fire, obviously when there is civil war, everything gets inculcated. Even so many things, the property, other things, but where there in the particular the development is all were ablated. Okay. Similarly, bloodshed, blood. This when bullets were just it was simply the situation to attack the people with bullets, with stones, with rifle, with fire, and with so many what I mean to say the stones. The stone pelting, and this actually these are the things that are the main what I mean to say the main source to be used in a civil war. It is obvious when there is civil war, these things are obviously these are being one of the instrument for the people to edify. Okay, so all these words he is just symbolizing all these words in the point that such kind of things, the absurd things were used by the people, okay, to attack each other. Okay. So similarly, he is just comparing this civil war with devastation, tyranny, vandalism, the kind of exploitation, the kind of estrangement, the kind of disruption, the kind of denunciation, all these things like no power, there were no rules, no regulations, no norms. It was the obviously when there is particular countries under discipline, there is not all these kind of things are not happening or prevailing. But once we talk, when we add all these things like devastation was there, tyranny kind of edifice was there, vandalism kind of this situation, vandalism kind of ideology was obviously you can very well understand the situation, what kind of situation might have been. Okay, are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
So, here the poet, he just want to convey that I am not able to. The poet, namely Pablo Neruda, he is saying that he is reporting that I am not able to write down or just put some applauses on a particular paper about my country, because the country was not in the situation. The national beauty was damaged. Okay. The people were damaged, okay? The different perspectives, the developmental works were damaged, okay? It was all in disorder. Where all this kind of situation was prevailing, the poet was facing all this. He is saying that he was reporting that I was able to portray the beauty of my country. I was not able to portray, I was not able to, what I mean to say, applause, or I was not able to just write down or put down some words and to just to write the natural beauty of my country, because the condition was devastating. It was exploitive kind of situation. It was kind of estrangement kind of situation. So all this, when these things were, I was not. How could he write when there was bloodshed, children, the blood of children, the blood of people, the blood of women. Okay. When all this kind of situation was happening, or he was facing all this, how could be he able to? He said that what is there to write? What is there to write? A poet has a work to beautify the things, beautify the nature, beautify the what I would say, what is there to show, what kind of character positives are there to show. But unfortunately, poet was not in a position to accumulate all these things to portray or to beautify that, because all this was absurd. It was devastating, it was exploiting, it was not in a condition that the poet was not in a condition to show the beauty and show the applause, show the appreciation, show the elements that are desirable to express or delineate. Okay, so this unfortunate incident when it was prevailing in the in a particular country in the Spain, so the poet is here. Poet is just saying that, reporting that I was not able to write down the some beautiful things of my country. So what I mean to say, and in further when the poet adds, he adds that this war is not the situation. This war is not the solution for any country, for the people to resolve the problems. This war is only creating. It is creating havoc. It is disrupting the societies. It is disrupting the cultures. It is disrupting the people. It is creating disorder, and it is just creating the kind of what I mean to say, that it is just when it is imbalancing the situation, and the situations are, how we could be in a position to revolutionize, how could be in a position to develop, how could we be the people in a position to progress, how could be people in a position to just entertain, or just to feel pleasure, or just to feel beauties, or just to what I mean to say, create order. Is all when this kind of situation. He is just criticizing the war, whatever kind of war. The poet here is criticizing the war. He is going against the war. He is saying that war is not solution. War is not a kind of we are not. It's not be good to resolve all these problems through war, because war is only it is exploiting people. It is damaging property. It is damaging the developmental perspectives. It is developing the technology. It is developing the infrastructure. Okay, it's developing all the things, and people are just, they are always like just it is not any what I mean say, I'm proud to say that people are alive. Just when they are alive, the situation are like that. It's simply death is better than that. Okay, these are the words of Pablo Neruda. Pablo Neruda. He's just criticizing. He's just going against the things that were happening. And when there is killing of people, devastation is there, tyranny kind of government is there. Okay, when tyranny kind of government is there, or the things like robbery, all these things are happening. Then when there is war, you can expect anything absurd, whatever kind of absurd is there. You can expect anything from the society, from the country. When war is it is imbalancing the society. It is just creating disorder. When there is disorder, there is no law. It is lawlessness is there. Okay, there is not any constitution. There is not any discipline. There is not any standard of action. There is not any doctrine. There is not any principle. Okay, there is not any custom. Even cultures get damaged. The properties get damaged. How could we expect something positive? So here the poet just tries to delineate or try to convey the message that this war that is creating havoc amid the people, amid the societies, among the cultures. So we should also try to also should be the reasons and source to resolve and to avoid the kind of situations that are in war. And we should not just try to think of war, because it's a kind of what I mean to say, is a kind of thing that is actually disrupting the mindset of people, disrupting the people's direction, their development, their understanding, their comprehension, their approach. Okay, their education, obviously, their education, their just emancipation, freedom is all creating disturbance, is all a kind of disturbing atmosphere. So it's all because of this war that the disturbed kind of, I should say, the imbalancing kind of situation are prevailing because of war. So he is saying that the people should avoid, all the people, the human beings should avoid this war. They should avoid this civil war. They should avoid this kind of situation. They should not compel the people, or the government or any kind of power should not compel the society for this, because it is creating havoc, and the world is getting. Is obviously there is a disorder kind of situation in the world, and world will not run like that. Natural beauty gets damaged. Obviously, when then all the natural beauties that are natural all get disturbed, how could we expect the kind of emancipation? How could we expect the kind of this natural beauty? How could we expect the kind of biotic and this, what I mean to say, ecosystem, balance of ecosystem? How could we expect the connection between biotic and abiotic component? Okay, all the components get damaged, whether it is living component with non-living component, all the components get damaged through this war, because we are using some kind of instrument, some kind of ammunition or other things that are damaging people, damaging property, damaging natural beauty, damaging natural this, habitation. So it's all as per the this understanding of point is saying that we should avoid all this kind of wars or any kind of thing that actually demotivates the society, demotivates the cultures or demotivates the country in a broader outlook. Okay. So it was all about the he's saying that it's the kind of lamentation kind of idea is there. He's talking of the word, one of those that is lamentation, like to feel a kind of grief, to feel sorrow. When the things are absurd, obviously the poet was not in a condition to be just to feel relaxed. Okay, he is just in a condition. He is expressing the word lamentation. That means that he has a passionate. He is the passionate expression of grief and sorrow. Passionate expression of grief and sorrow. So these kind of words are being used and has been used in the particular stanzas. It was just the central idea, the theme. What I mean to say that some core understanding about the poem that this poet, namely Pablo Neruda, has delineated. Okay. So it was all about this. Inshallah, in the next lecture we will talk about some other stanzas and we'll just reach the context of the poem. Okay. Thank you, dear.